EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Chicago Bears and our home team.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Johnson now to return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's got room to run right at the start, and he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. In motion comes Walker. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
What is hold on? Vegas. Yes. Punch scores. Yes.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Bears. His 6th touchdown touchdown now for the Caesars. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Panther 11, Panther 11!
Throwing to begin is Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
19 Lions. Dragon 60.
A second down throw for Richardson. He completes this one to Mallory. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
60 by Cup 19, Cup 19. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one's complete to the rookie wide receiver from Southern California. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. And that will be a first down.
Broncos. Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's swung out to Chandler. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Mexico City, first down.
Trap 50, trap 60. 60 average, 60 average.
From the gun, Richardson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Black Knights.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Nick Cross will bring him down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but That's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good. For the Bears, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chicago.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, here down the field, will fall, incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before third down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. On the return is Gould. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series after this. Richardson to throw it here on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
That's good.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Hold the ready. 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're down and 3.
18, 5 in. Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a first down.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up
18,
2nd and 5.
Here's Richardson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready up.
Throwing is Richardson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They get big yardage on the deep ball. 37 yards.
Ready, set.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Viking 18.
Candler. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Richardson. Exiting the pocket right. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Mexico City. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams. And this one caught along the sideline. They say already out of bounds. Wow. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield. So it'll be no catch and 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Walker. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. Williams to the air once more. He'll go right back to Loveland. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Throw it again. It's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing again, Williams. Moving left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. In motion comes Walker. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Flush to his left.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. On the move left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd and a yard. Throwing is Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Forced out left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So often we see quarterbacks get themselves in trouble when you move the pocket towards the sideline. It really takes away half of the field. So give credit. He doesn't try to throw back across his body, put the ball in harm's way. Just simply throws this ball out of bounds and lives for the next play.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. Out to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are back within 4 at 14-10.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, this is down. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
ready. Tag. Cowboy 80. 65 catch. 65.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's swung out to Chandler. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 40-yard line.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 18, rush, go.
Throwing, Richardson. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Black Knights are out to a 21-10 lead.
Bears 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught. Still going. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On the return, this is down. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Down and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 19, 60 Maverick. 19, Dragon 60.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
1st and 10 at
Here we
the
go.
46-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught by Chandler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, because sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
70, Wolf.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Now Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Count, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And he's in. Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Mexico City. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Black Knights will extend this 3rd quarter lead. 17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. It'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Forced to his right. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
In motion comes Walker. 3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he will score. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Anthony Gould now to return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Go now. Warriors, 60 bites.
On second down, Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bears have it. So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready to run.
Burton, the man on the move.
Vegas. Yes. Combo.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Rolling to the left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
From the 20, here's second down and 9.
Vegas. Yes.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force no down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Vegas.
On third down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Cross. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Packers. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. first down, it's Williams. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in.
That's good for the Bears. First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bears.
To throw, it's Williams. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
That's out left and complete to Burton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he is going to have a Bears first down. Able to get the third down conversion.
I think this is one of those play calls, Mike, that really just comes down to understanding your personnel. You realize, okay, your back is not one of those big bruising guys running up the middle on third and short. Instead, use the speed, use the vision, get him outside the offensive line, and let him find that space to pick up the first down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 12.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He will score! Game on! DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears! And now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
For the two-point conversion.
That's hard! So they get the two-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, this is down. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? Dragon 6, 70, Timberwolf. Steady.
Richardson to throw. The man coming across the field. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Trap 60. Rig alert. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Ready? 18, Rodley. Cougar 19.
To throw, it's Richardson. This one, complete to Campbell. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go street. Chapter 11, Chapter 11. Ready.
Out of shotgun. Richardson. On the run to the right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
60 Maverick, 70 Lions. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70. Go.
Richardson. That is hauled in at the 5. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
70 tip.
Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
A quick throw, the RPO is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their 1st sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Yes. Vegas.
Throwing is Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Bears.
Burden, the man on the move.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Going for it all. That's caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Hey, Smith.
From the gun, Richardson. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now on second and long.
Seven Pirates.
Richardson going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender